When it's the thinking they cuter than you. So you on your cycle, but you on this period too. Hey, what's up, you guys? Your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel. Let me go ahead and cut this. Turn just the windows down just a little bit, just a little turch. And then I'm gonna turn this car off. Well, do I want that window down like that? We'll just leave the back one down. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Your girl's here. Had to roll down the windows a little bit because it was chilly this morning, but now it's starting to get a little toasty. And I'm so upset when that happens. It'd be so cold in the goddamn mornings and then warm up, you know, by the afternoon. And I'm worried because I secured the bag, y'all. Let me see if I can reach it back here. Hold on. Don't fall. Y'all know what this pink box is. I secured the bag, y'all, because this week Crumble is on one. Okay, they actually had a good week this week, y'all. They had Oreo brownie, turtle cheesecake, strawberry Pop-Tart, toffee, white chocolate toffee, and s'mores, right? And so I got the strawberry Pop-Tart, the brownie, the cheesecake, and s'mores, right? So y'all, this looks so good, but it's starting to melt. Taking one of these little Oreo pieces off of here. Ooh, I can't wait to eat all this. You gotta be careful though, because you know the sugars run in the black community. Hold on, you guys, let me see. Who is this calling me? Sorry, y'all, I'm back. Got everybody in the goddamn calling me from goddamn Medicare, talking about the new plans and shit. Yeah, it's finna get scary hours out here, but you know, we're gonna have to lean with it, rock with it as we keep going. Sorry, y'all, I'm back. That was my insurance calling me for no goddamn reason, but I'm back. Like I said, I secured the bag with some Crumble. I'm gonna make it home, hopefully to make it home in time to finish this survey and get paid. But yeah, in the meantime, as I'm waiting for my brother to get out of this office, I'm gonna talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you guys. So Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, this episode kind of was, I want to say a filler episode, but it kind of was. Because next week the ladies actually go on a trip. So you know, when people start heading on trips, you know, shit start getting crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna waste no time, because I don't know when he's gonna come out of here. And I really want to have it done by the time we get home. So if you're new to my channel, hey, how you doing? You know what to do. Go ahead and drop a like in the collection plate. All right, it does your girl wonders in the algorithm. Everybody who's already part of the Juicebox crew, y'all go ahead and drop down in the comments. Show a little bit of love to the video, okay? Just a little bit of love. Drop down in the comments, okay? Tell me what you feel about the episode. And do you guys, okay, here's the thing. Are you guys part on, you know, Team Sutton or Team against Sutton when it came to this part with Dorit, and you know, telling her basically that she was poor and that basically her wallet couldn't dare fit a day in her rich, you know, wallet, okay? Y'all join in the comments and let me know what y'all think, what side y'all fall on. But speaking of wallets, y'all, Miss Erika Jane, y'all, she redid her little rental property. Her rental property, which she paid damn near $40,000 to do. I saw that change. Was it pretty? Yes. Was it renovating, you know, nice? Yes. But girl, you spent $40,000. I could have did that in 10, 15. Yeah. Okay. But I guess you paying for the celebrity stylism of it all. So we open up the episode with Erika. She's, you know, going through, showing everything that's new. Ooh, let me pull this neck piece down because it's a little toasty. She's going through, showing the renovations. They showed the before and after. Definitely a lot more Erika Jane, you know. It definitely, you know, brought in a lot more lights. Her mom actually was invited over. Her mom was going through and she was looking at everything and she was like, oh, this is nice, they get to the bedroom and she was like, I'm a stickler, you know, for perfection, and these seams, I don't like it. Y'all drop it in the comments. What did y'all think of Erika's renovation? Overall, I liked it. I enjoyed it. The only thing I did not like was the wallpaper that they put in her bedroom. I wasn't here for that. But other than that, it was really nice. So Erika, sitting with her mom, basically just kind of like reminisce on everything that she's been through. Obviously, we know for the past few years, Erika was literally, like a rabbit animal in the corner with her back against the wall, just swinging every which way. Whoever was going to get windmilled was going to get windmilled, okay? And we saw in the seasons when people tried to come for her for them earrings, I low-key was with everybody else at first feeling like, Erika, why don't you just give up the earrings? But then as the season went on and I started listening to Erika, I was like, you know what? You damn right, I ain't finna hand these earrings over because I got to look out for myself, okay? And I ain't gonna turn these bitches over until the court system say so, all right? Yeah, nonetheless, she's sitting there talking with her mom, and her mom's just like, I'm so proud of you with everything that you've been able to work through with, obviously with Tom and stuff like that. She talks about how she doesn't think about him as much. Everything, every little bit he'll, come in her mind, or when somebody, posts something or tags her. But for the most part, she's doing better with not necessarily being thinking about Tom, all the time. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, my leg was cramping, trying to cramp on me. You get to old age, you turn 30, your body's just trying to cramp on you for no goddamn reason. So yeah, just basically talking with her mom, and just really excited for the future. And then this is kind of Erika turning over a new leaf. You might be at it's expensive to be me quite yet. You might not be there, but you can be like, it's a little yang to be me. It's a little yang to be me. It's not expensive to be me right now, but it's a little yang. Okay. So we move on to Kyle. Y'all, Kyle, she is on the way to get a mammogram done with her sister Kathy. Y'all know her and Kathy's mother ended up passing away from breast cancer. So they, do these annually, which, do it, ladies. Always stay up on your health, okay? Health is wealth. So, Kathy's in the car with Kyle. She's like, I'm just checking on, how you doing, how you feeling? And Kyle's just like, oh, it's been so much, my mind is just kind of all over the place. And, with the pictures, I just never expected to be that or whatever. And so Kathy was like, oh, you saw them? And she was like, well, yeah, wasn't that what you were asking me, like, I was okay about? And she was like, well, yeah, but, I wanted you to bring it up first. The way Kathy brings up issues with Kyle, like, literally makes me laugh. Like, she don't want to bring it up, but she'll, like, kind of hint to see if Kyle got the info yet, if somebody sends her a message, sends her a smoke signal, a message in a bottle to let her know what's happening with Mauricio. But Kathy was just like, well yeah, I was checking on you, but I just say, I wanted you to be the one to bring it up. Because Kathy knows how Kyle is, especially when it comes to really, like, digging in on what happened with her and Mauricio. But Kyle is just really trying to adjust to it. And so, speaking of adjusting to it, when she was at the doctor's office, everything was good with their scan or whatever. But as they were sitting down waiting for the results, Kyle was just sitting there kind of talking about, like, this is just so crazy being in this moment, seeing that picture. And have y'all guys noticed that Kyle's doing everything she can to just kind of subtly keep mentioning, well, no, I don't think Mauricio totally didn't know that was happening. Like, Mauricio, he didn't know that was happening. But then at the end of the episode, it was, Mauricio didn't know anything about it, but, I'm just saying, like, it was giving a lot. It was giving, kissing and your foot up. And so now, Kyle, all of a sudden, you thinking maybe the girl could be the one kind of putting it out there or whatever. That's what you kind of saying. But if you so insistent on the girl being the one to put it out, why isn't Mauricio the one? Mauricio is just as capable, okay? And so it was really funny because Kathy just kind of talked about how, over the years, there were a lot of rumors with Mauricio, but there was never any really, like, any proof, like, we never just had, like, a woman come out and say something or nothing like that. It was always just, whispers in the hills. But Kyle just kind of like, this really is kind of like a wake-up call for me. Here it is, you're pictured out there with kissing another woman. Like, I think it's time for me to remove, wife off my my bio, because she has wife, mother, all that type of stuff in her IG bio. And she was like, Mo took that shit off a long time ago. Girl, Kyle, the minute he took that shit off, you were supposed to take that off. Now you wait until now when he's out there lip locking. But, it's clear Kyle was waiting for the moment that they would reconcile, and Mauricio was slowly but surely kind of letting her know that ain't really happening. Reconciliation is kind of going out the window at this point. You might as well throw that idea out the motherfucking window. But so Kyle, you know, it's like, I need to remove this. You know, it just looks crazy for me. Like, that would just be so, like, stupid. I would look so stupid for him to be out there, you know, basically kissing a woman in the airport. And here I am with wife and all that type of stuff on, you know, my bio. So she takes it off. Garcelle, you know, notices it actually later on when she goes to meet Dorit. But Kathy, she started, this is how you know Kathy is a part of the scary elite. Because her first thought was to be, well, we need to find out about this woman. You know, when you rich and you got money, anybody is like around in the circle, or you know, it's easy to get a private investigator, you know, to hire somebody to look into information. Because she's like, you know, the girl, you know, she kind of reminds me of the dancer. And Kyle's like, I don't want to talk about her. But Kathy was kind of like, but yeah, but like, you know, we need to find out what kind of woman she is. You know, is she the type of woman? Kathy basically was just kind of alluding to, is she the type of woman that's out here trying to get clout, you know, trying to attach her name to Mo? Like, Kathy, you know, she definitely got some private investigators on retainer. I'll just put it that way. And so Kathy's like, you know, I'm not Kathy. Kyle's just like, you know, I need to be worried about myself. You know, I need to move on. You know, it's very clear that we're basically where we're at, you know? And then Kathy was like, well, you know, Mo definitely didn't do that. You know, he really didn't. But, you know, if we wanted to find out, you know, all it would take is a call. You know, ring, ring. Ring, ring, dong. Ring, ding, 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 dong. Okay, Kathy said, look, I'll call anybody real fast and get the information quick, fast, in a hurry. That's how you know Kathy is real scary business, and why nobody wants to, you know, be on her bad side, because Kathy got pulled. And the way she was talking, like, we need to find out about this girl, you know, who is she, da-da-da. And Kyle's like, I want to know none of that. And all Kathy's thinking in her mind is like, but yeah, bitch, we need to find out who she is, though. Like, it's all about, you know, the art of war. You know, the only way to move forward is to know about your enemy. And at this moment, oh, girl's an enemy, okay? But yeah, so what do you guys think? Y'all think Kyle is crazy for not having removed wife off her bio a lot sooner? Did they talk about anything else? They talked about Mauricio, the girl, the picture. Yeah, Kyle just kept saying like, oh, you know, Mo, he didn't do that. Like, he didn't know, you know. And I'm just like, how are you so sure though, Kyle? Like, how are you so sure? And so speaking of, because, you know, with Mo coming out with this girl, obviously the thought process is, well, shoot, is he kind of using this as a moment to retaliate against Kyle, you know, retaliate to the extent where he's getting back at her for going out there with Morgan, you know, because she was out there flaunting her lesbian relationship, okay?
What about your lesbian relationship, bitch?
And so that's what actually Garcelle and Sutton ended up talking about, because Garcelle goes to see Sutton at her store. Y'all know she's prepping for her fashion show. She's super anxious and nervous and whatnot. And you know, they sit down and talk. And so Sutton, you know, basically was like, you know, should I, you know, the invitations with everybody, should I invite everybody? You know, and so they decide to send it to, you know, add Dorit to the group chat or whatever. So she's like, you know, I'll send out the invitation, and she decides to come, she come or whatever. And so she's like, but on another note, you know, let's get into Kyle and Mauricio. Like, girl, did you see it? And she was like, bitch, I saw it. She was like, you know, what do you think? And she was just like, hell, like, at this moment, is Mauricio trying to retaliate? You know, like, oh, girl, see, in my mind, I'm thinking what happened was, it might not have been professional photography, but somebody was at that damn airport, because as Kathy put it, he ain't no Brad Pitt. Like, Mauricio's fine and everything, but as far as his celebrity, like, he ain't no Brad Pitt to where people are seeing him and just being like, you know, seeing like him and then being like, oh, you know, that's him, or running after him to that extent of celebrity. You know, he's not A-list. But for somebody who may, you know, watch TV or keep up with, you know, Kyle, or just in general the Bravo life, the Bravo, you know, celebrities, somebody could have seen and then, you know, lifted up, just recorded with their phone a picture and then, you know, sent it into the blogs. That's very much possible too. And then Kathy with her whole rich dig talking about, well, Mauricio, we've never seen him and like with pictures, and he definitely doesn't have enough money to afford like to keep somebody quiet or something like that. And I was like, that's how you know Kathy feel like she just got so much money, because Mauricio's money, she feel like it's so minuscule in comparison to hers. Either that or some going on behind the scenes with Mauricio money, and she know about it or something. What's happening with the agency? Is the money looking funny over there? Or she just looking down on Mauricio like, yeah, you think you got some money, but it ain't Hilton money. It ain't Hilton money, So what y'all guys think about her talking about, Mauricio can't afford, what she say, he can't afford to keep somebody quiet or something like that. I was like, if Mauricio, Skip Bayless, y'all remember Skip tried to get that girl like $1.5 million or something to be his little sneaky link, a little side, yeah. I mean, we all got a price, okay? And of all the girls who was hoeing out here and putting that cookie on a platter for money, 1.5 million, say what you want. Ain't no girls out there getting 1.5 million, okay?
Cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Judge me if you want. Garcelle was kind of like, this is just like so crazy. Sutton is like, I need Kyle to get her heads out the clouds. Like, she needs to get her head out the clouds. Mauricio is basically letting it be known, like, I am moving on, and it's time for you to move on too. And of course, Garcelle just sitting there thinking about, like, when, is this retaliation? Because in that sense, Kyle's the one who basically shot the first shot. She was out there flaunting Morgan all, last season, and tattooed your name on the girl. She sang at your best friend's memoriam. And then, y'all was in that little lesbian music video / Leslie, Pornhub session. Mauricio had to watch that. So I feel like it's making me feel like Mauricio and Kyle had they had an agreement to just go out and test the waters and then come back. And I think Kyle pushed herself to test the waters with Morgan and then realized, I still want my life because I hold the value and the title of being a wife and a mother. And she came back, and then she expected Mauricio to come back from philandering the streets, and he's kind of like, see about that, but even though he don't want to come back, he want to keep Kyle on the leash, because then she might not file for divorce, and then he will have to worry about, separating his finances and stuff like that, because that's when she start getting ugly. And like Sutton said, girl, you are sitting here trying to, have this story of, this idea that Mauricio's gonna come back. And no, girl, Cinderella done lost not one, but both of her slippers. And Garcelle was like, shit, Cinderella about to lose her whole house. And Sutton was like, there's only one way. We know how to play this game, and it's with attorneys, okay? Sutton said, call the attorney right now. Both Erika, Sutton, Garcelle, Bose, all the ladies is like trying to tell these women, get your ass an attorney now, okay? But yeah, what you guys think about Mauricio? Do y'all feel like it's a little bit of get back for the whole Morgan situation? So moving on, Garcelle and Dorit actually meet up, y'all. So y'all know Dorit and Garcelle are kind of like on better footing, especially after they went to the little pamper party. God dang, the sun right here in the back. If y'all see that sun beaming in the back, I apologize. It's off this goddamn FedEx white ass truck, and so the sun is like beaming off of it. So and I can't get that hooker to move. So I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so Garcelle and Dorit go out to eat, and they're kind of cool and everything, but they start basically conversating about just life and how their relationship is gonna kind of go going forward. And they bring up Kyle, and obviously Garcelle was like, did you see about Kyle removing her title as wife on her Instagram? Like, I heard that literally on the way here. And Dorit just kind of like, I really do feel for her, because I get it, they're literally in the same exact position, just with two different circumstances as far as like kids go. Because Kyle, as much as you're in this idea of like, I don't want to be a single mother, you're really not about the single mother, because all your goddamn kids is literally at the house. Like, the only person you have left is Portia, and she barely there because y'all just gave her a car, so she really not even home like that, you know. And there's no concern for financially having to take care of yourself, you know. But Dorit, on the other hand, you know, she over there stressing. Okay, she over there stressing with boxes all up in the hallway because she got some to sell that she needs to sell on Poshmark. Okay, y'all see FedEx moving in the back? Goodness gracious. What was I going to say? Yeah, Dorit with PK and everything like that. So, you know, of course, Dorit's just like, you know, I really hope Kyle's okay. So then they get to talking about Sutton. You know, Garcelle brings up Sutton's fashion show. And she asks her, you know, are you going? And Dorit says, you know, I'm going to go. She's like, oh, you know, that's okay. You know, that's good to hear. You know, and so Dorit basically gets to asking Garcelle, like, how did she feel about Sutton and the relationship? Because she's like, you know, it just kind of seems like real peculiar. And all of a sudden, you know, Sutton wants to be on me, just like it's just some type of horrid bitch to her and things like that. And Garcelle was like, but weren't you though? I'm really just confused why Dorit's acting like last year didn't happen, or like you have no clue why Sutton is upset. Like, I'm baffled as to why you're acting like last year didn't exist. I'm just confused. And so Dorit's whole thing is like, oh, so you basically, like, you are enabling Sutton in a sense. Like, she's like, you don't feel like what Sutton did was cruel or rude or whatever. And she was like, well, you know, yes, it was harsh. You know, they did the playback. And she said, you need to pick on somebody else whose wallet fit. Erika said, oh, you think you're bigger than her? She said, I think my wallet is. Yo, she was on her. And everybody want to be on goddamn social media about, oh, Sutton's so rude. How dare you throw your wallet in somebody's face? Bitch, we are on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, one of the richest franchises. Beverly Hills, Miami were known to be one of the most expensive bitches on Bravo, okay? And so, yes, if you ain't got the coins, you ain't got the munions, and you want to sit there keep coming to me about my drink, and you want to sit there and act like you don't know why I feel some type of way, then girl, I'm gonna hit you with a gut punch too and start talking about your money and why it's drying up. Okay, bitch? Like, I really want Sutton to not backpedal and pussy pop, which I hear that she kind of is, like on the after show and on Watch What Happens Live. She's kind of doing the, well, you know, I was just so angry, da-da-da. Girl, Sutton, be a bitch. Be a bitch and stand in it, okay? That's don't let people, you know, kind of shame you or make you feel bad for what you said at all, because Dorit needed to learn a lesson. As you told her, let the mouse go, bitch, and we won't be in this problem. We won't have any issues. But, you know, with Garcelle kind of confirming, she felt like, oh, you know, it was a little harsh. Dorit's kind of feeling like she doesn't know which way it's going to go for her and Sutton basically anymore. She's kind of stuck on how they move forward, but she's going to show up to the fashion show. So speaking of fashion show, Garcelle, sorry, y'all, my nose cavity just full. Now I cannot breathe. I'm getting over a cold. Speaking of fashion show, Garcelle's son is actually walking in the show, and he got his comp card in the beginning of the episode. He has the face. His bone structure is literally chef's kiss for the fashion industry. It's a very strong, you know, male bone structure, but it kind of low-key still gives soft androgynous in a way too, depending on how he dresses. But yeah, so everybody's showing up. Kyle, she walked past the press because she's like, I ain't got time for it. I'm not answering 30 million questions about what's going on with Mauricio. I'm not doing it. So everybody's there. Sutton, you know, she invited her mom, but her mom literally had to deal with like the tech outage that happened at the airport. I don't know if y'all remember that. And so she actually ends up not being able to make it. But Sutton, you know, realizes that her mom trying and giving an effort is what matters. She saw her mom staying in the airport for 13 hours, that's a long ass time, y'all. And so Sutton just kind of took it as like, you know, her mom just trying to show in a way her support, and that she's actually proud of her, because that's kind of been Sutton's Achilles heel. And so, did y'all see Sutton with her back out? I said, ooh, look at Sutton trying to catch a date. Trying to go out there and catch a dick, okay? She want to hop on the dick and do a full split, okay? Sutton said she trying to go out there and get rowdy. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Speaking of catching a date, Erika, I forgot to mention that too. Erika was talking about how she don't want to get married again. She basically was like, because they asked her, do you want to get married again? And she was like, no. She was like, I love my autonomy. I love working. I love making my own schedule, you know, and a lot of women feel like that way, especially after a marriage. And when you're an older woman, you realize I don't need the legalities of being, you know, married. But we can cohabitate. We can be companionship. You know, we can frolic around the world, ooh la la, and, you know, be around the world and ay together. And you okay, you clean these pipes every now and again when they get a little rusty. Okay, knock the rust off these pipes every now and again. You know, I'm glad that there are a lot more women who are kind of like that, you know. But yeah, so at the fashion show, Garcelle's there. Sutton Dorit shows up. She's asking Kyle how she's doing. Kyle now wants to feel like the girl potentially was like, it was just a little weird, you know, just kissing and kicking her foot up. And so Dorit's like, oh, so you think it was planned? And she was like, you know, Kyle doesn't know. So it's the girl that could play in this, but not Mauricio. So they all sit down, and Kathy, her old just delusional ass, sitting there talking about, oh, you think Dorit should read, you know, for Sutton, she could be the MC. And they were like, no, Kathy, what the hell are you talking about? Kathy, old decrepit ass, and when she sat there and said that she broke her kneecaps, I was like, girl, literally the only thing I could think was just like, where is your scooter?
Where is your scooter? Where is it?
You over here hobbling the way Kathy was hobbling from behind that goddamn fashion wall when she came from talking about her and Sutton, was just literally limping out the way, okay? So she goes back there to Sutton, was like, hey, I was just thinking Dorit, you know, she could be the MC. And Sutton was like, no, like, what are you talking about? No. I was like, Kathy, look at you trying to be messy. What the hell are you talking about? Just messy. Kathy loves to try to be messy in such the weirdest ways. Or like the way she feels like she'll be there for her friend is to talk shit about the other person. You know, you broke up with your man. Well, okay, bitch, we gonna talk shit about him together. You know, that's why Mauricio don't even look good. She told Kyle, that's why Mauricio, he don't look good like that. And Kyle was like, don't do that. Because, girl, bitch, the truth is, Mauricio look good, okay, for his age. And, you know, you don't want to start out with lies, Kathy. But, yeah, so Kathy, she come back from around the goddamn curtain. Lord Jesus, the fashion show that started. They like, Kathy. And everyone was like, Kyle, get your sister. Kyle over here doing this. And I'm like, Kyle, get your sister. Like, you can't sit here and be acting embarrassed. Go and get your goddamn sister. Kyle, you want to sit there and act like you don't know that woman. Of all people, you know that woman. Go and get her ass. So the little model literally has to push her out the goddamn way. And finally, Kathy sits her ass down. It was just like, sometimes I really do feel like Kathy enjoys just throwing obstacle courses in there to just let people know, like, bitch, I'll run this. Like, okay, it's your fashion show, but it ain't gonna finna start until I sit my old decrepit ass down, you know. Just subtle shit like that is where she do stuff to where it almost kind of like it's her way of just making sure she established, like, remember Kathy Hilton's here, bitch, you know. So the fashion show goes. Everything is, what she say, sustainable fashion, which a lot of people like. This is supposed to be like everyday wear clothes. Not everything has to be haute couture, you know, and avant-garde and like anything like that. Like just everyday clothes. And Sutton actually had some good clothes that was on the runway. The leather skirt was cute. I love that white dress that was on there. Garcelle's son, you know, he looked really nice. So everything's done. Sutton comes out, you know, she's like, I hope my mom's proud, you know, I hope my daughter's proud. And, you know, Garcelle kind of talks about how she realizes like Sutton kind of needs that like approval from people around her. And, you know, that's always going to kind of be like something that's going to be for her to heal up, you know. So all the ladies come to the back, and Dorit kind of says like, oh, hi, Sutton, congratulations on your first show. But Sutton ain't really say nothing to her. I don't know if y'all noticed. But after that, it was really kind of the end of the episode. All the ladies went to the back, congratulated her. She was super happy. There were a lot of people there. There was Sheena from Vanderpump Rules. She had a lot of press. Jennifer Tilly walked a whole just so crazy, loopy, quirky ass. She was like, I love that Sutton asked me to walk the fashion show, because of course, I love when all the attention's on me. I love the attention. I was like, you know what, Jennifer Tilly, I ain't mad at you for admitting it. I like bitches that admit when they like attention, okay? But yeah, so, everybody congratulates Sutton, and then next week we gonna see how things, kind of move forward from this. But yeah, you guys, that was really it. Y'all drop in the comments, say what you think about I almost said Married to Medicine. What you think about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Do y'all feel like it's time for Kyle to move on? Do y'all feel like Mauricio was the one to leak the photos or to put them out there? Or do you feel like the girl was the one to potentially do it? And do you feel like Sutton should be getting the backlash that she's getting for how she retaliated to Dorit? What side y'all on? Appreciate you for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll catch y'all hoes later. Deuces.